Well, boys and girls, that day has come that every fan up and down the country looks forward to. It's the FA Cup first round. And as we can see going into the first round of the FA Cup, not had bad form since you last saw the Chester game. We went away from home and beat Bedford 3-2. We also then beat Leamington at home 2-0. We did lose 1-0 to Chorley. Not great, but they are challenging for the title from looking at the league table. In terms of standings, we are currently sitting 15th. Remember, the season objective was just to get a mid-table finish, so we're there or thereabouts at the moment. As you can see, yeah, Chorley a second, actually joint top at the moment, just behind on goal difference. But let's get straight into the first round of the FA Cup. A very exciting time, potentially one of the biggest games in the players' history, and hopefully we can cause an upset. Westendorf did pick up an injury in the last game, so he is out. I mean, maybe that's good news. Maybe we'll actually have Lawson, who may jump more. It's not his natural position to play as a striker, but we don't really have any other striking options apart from Josh Parker, but he's not played for us really all season, and I don't think he's going to. He's just not the type of player that we want up front. I want a more pacey striker up front there. So this is going to be the team, pretty much unchanged. Before we do move forward, we are going to go cautious against Stockport. We don't want to be giving them, we want to be sitting back and hitting them on the counter attack if we can, and that's the idea in today's game. We don't really want to be sort of pushing forward too much. We want to just absorb the pressure, hit them on the counter, and hopefully our pacey wingers can do so. But as you can see, the starting lineup then, we've got Camis in goal, we've then got the usual defensive four, Aliki and Turner in midfield, Birney, McEachran and Clark in our attacking midfielder positions, and then Jonathan Lawson starting up front. We're going to go out there and just give them a little bit of confidence. The media is back and not backing us, and here we go. So, first round of the FA Cup. Is this going to be the time where we move forward into the second round of the FA Cup? And by God, don't we need it in terms of the finances. I will show you what the finances are doing after today's game. I mean, they're not a pretty picture, but hopefully it's a sold-out MG Group stadium today, and we can make the most of some of that additional revenue coming into the club. I would expect it to be a sellout, right? Probably one of the biggest games in Oxford City's history, and definitely something that we want the fans to be getting behind us, especially when we're playing League One outfit of Stockport. 15 minutes play, we haven't seen a highlight, we haven't had a shot on target. That was the problem in the last game against Chorley. We didn't actually register a single shot on target, which wasn't great. Not for the ones that were trying, I guess. The three attacking midfielders still had quite positive ratings. Again, as usual, it's just a striker that is letting us down. So we are still on the hunt for a striker. We have put a loan bid in for a striker, but there's a delivery here. Oh, Camus had that red all day. Let that go sailing over the crossbar. Problem is, there's not much that's left out there now at this time in the window. And those that are left out there, they're kind of wanting some wage contribution, which of course we can't do. We know we're already using all of our wage budget that we've got allocated, and we can't actually move anything over to wages. So we've got to deal with the players that we've got right now. Potentially we might see what comes up in January. Some players may obviously either be put on loan, or someone may come in for one or two of our players. I really want to try and trim the books of some of those players that are on £500 a week that aren't playing for us. You know, it's a wasted amount of wages here. Dangerous free kick for Stockport from outside the box. They play it short. Ooh, goes for a curler, but Camus again had that red all afternoon. Looks like we're going to be going in half-time at 0-0, so, you know, we'll take that at the moment. Remember, this is the first round of the FA Cup, so it will go to extra time and potentially penalties. We've definitely not been the better team. I don't want to give them too much negative feedback, but also don't want to give them too good. I'm just going to say if we can get a goal, it's going to make us favourites. If we get the goal, we just shut up shop. Mourinho style, just park the bus and hopefully we can see it out. He says that now, and you watch the next highlight, will be Stockport going and scoring an absolute worldie or something against us. But we're making it hard for them. We're not a pushover. I mean, I was going to say we've still not registered a shot, but we have got one shot, and it's one shot on target. Birney picks up the loose ball into Aliki. Aliki has been an absolute superstar since we've signed him as well, by the way. Lawson jumping for that, but at least he had made the effort to try and jump for the ball. Bailey running at the defence, cutting through, manages to turn side, and Camis there with another great save, just gets a glove to it. So far, he is keeping us in it from what we've seen on the highlights. If it stays 0-0 by the sort of 70th minute, we might change it to balanced and obviously go for it. We probably will take Lawson off. Well, actually, we won't take him off because our other wingers are starting to get a bit knackered. We're going to do this. Then we will bring on Captain Sturridge. What we'll do is we'll change him into a channel forward, just get him running in behind. We will stop him tracking back as well. So let's get them changes done. I mean, if Captain Sturridge comes on and scores the winner, we might be getting the old Sturridge dance again out of this rate. Still 0-0, 65 minutes played. Do we go for it now? Let's go balance. We're not going for it. We're not going attacking by all means. We don't want to leave ourselves too exposed, but let's maybe try and ruffle up some feathers a little bit more. They have got a corner here. We will hold off from doing the shout. Long ball in, Camus comes for it. Absolute hero. We've accidentally hit calm down there, but that's fine. We don't want to get any unnecessary sending off, I suppose, at this point in the game. 71, that's a good ball through. Camus has managed to not save it because it was offside. Whether that would have gone for a corner or not, I don't know. 73 minutes played. Not sure where that ball was through. Lawson was not on the same wavelength there. Again, if we can just keep it at 0-0, we're in with a chance. Johnson, long ball out. Not really ever going to be winning that second ball there, especially McTreachan. Hits the crossbar. Did he tip that onto the crossbar? No, he went for a goal kick. I mean, again, he had it scouted. He had it read. The players are absolutely fuming with my calm down instruction. I'm not really sure why. Tell them to calm down. Don't play to the occasion. Just play the game that's in front of you. It's been all Stockport since 60th minute. Since we've gone balanced, maybe we'll drop it back down to cautious. But, you know, we want the goal. We can't really afford to go to extra time. We haven't got a lot of fitness left in the squad. The games are coming thick and fast in the league. 80 minutes gone. We still can't use any more shouts. Lawson's having an absolute atrocious game. Let's get him off. He's not playing well at all. Bring Parker on. Move him into the forward position. We will put him in his favourite position of a deep line forward. Sturridge on the right. Yeah, I think that's okay. What's the defence saying? Yeah, we'll bring on Wiggett. Maybe Alike is absolutely knackered, so we'll bring on Humphrey Evans as well. 83 minutes played. Let's encourage the boys again. Highlight here for Stockport. Plays it short. Long ball over the top. That's not what we want to see. We don't want to see him getting in behind like that. Get rid of it. Heartbreak. To concede in the 85th minute as well, when we've done so well. We'll stick it on attacking now. You know, I mean, we're going out of the cup either way. Whether we can get a goal back or not now. If we concede again, we concede again. We go down fighting. Maybe we was a little bit too cautious. Who knows? Oh, saw the highlight right at the end there. Bounce off the post and into the keeper's arms. Fortunately enough for them. Francis into Turner. Oh, that's a poor ball. Rudy's not been up to his usual form or his usual passing. They've got man overlap here. Good save by Canis. I think that's going to be all it wrote. Yep, that's it. Well, the FA Cup dream has come to an end. We wasn't expecting to win it. We wasn't really expecting to go much further against the League One opposition, but, you know, proud of the boys. 1-0 against the League One side is not embarrassing by all means. I say we can't fault the performance. It was superb. Not you, though. I don't know why you're looking there. I thought you weren't good enough today. So we'll make sure he knows that he's not performing up to standard. I know it's not his natural position to play at striker, but still, we expect a little bit better than that. Did receive 3.12k. I mean, not great, but as you can see, we're 24 grand in the red, so isn't a good representation of the budget. It means we are limited on anything else that we can do. You know, we really want to go and do them coaching badges, but I think whilst the club is in that much amount of debt, I don't think it's going to be possible. Okay, so after that, disappointing, I guess would potentially be the word, maybe? I don't know. Getting through to the first round of the FA Cup is not something to be underestimated, but in the fashion that we went out, you know, we played so well throughout the game. A last minute winner, give or take, last minute winner. But I think what obviously the progress will now be is to concentrate on our league position. Remember, the media dibbed us for relegation. The board want us to finish mid-table. So that's what we're going to concentrate now, really. We're going to put everything into the league. Not that we haven't really been focusing on the league, but of course where we have been further in the FA Cup means that we are a little bit behind the rest of the league in terms of games played. So we have got 2 games in hands on the team just above us. Kidderminster have only also played 13 games, but we know we can obviously beat them. So when the reverse fixture comes, we should beat them again, right? And then again, the ones above us have played 1 additional game. So realistically, we win our 2 games in hand. We go up to 22 points. So we're going to be just outside the playoffs potentially. But of course, we do need to win our 2 games in hand. So I'll bring you back now with the game against Hereford. It's the game straight after the FA Cup game. So not really making any changes. I've rotated, well, actually, I tell a lie, I have rotated a little bit. We've brought Wiggett in to start. We're bringing in Ashby to start. And we're bringing in Parker to start as well. As we can see, the games are coming quite thick and fast. So our regular starters are starting to tire. So we do need to get just that little bit of extra rotation into the squad just to not risk any potential injuries. We don't want to be going into this part of the season now with additional injuries. Aliki, who's been an absolute rock for us in that centre midfield position, he is half fitness, so I don't want to risk him. Like I said, I don't want to pick up any injuries. But we've got a couple of more fitter first team players bench. Also, we have still left Aliki and Francis on the bench just in case we do need to call on them. Without further ado, let's get straight into the game and see exactly what we can do this afternoon. So kickoff is underway. We are at home. We are playing in our usual blue and white grid. For some reason the highlights seem to be extremely slow and I don't really know why. Just during highlights, just put that up to 1.5. We don't want them to go that slow. Really, we're looking at Parker to make a bit of an impact here. Westendorf, even though he's picked up that small injury, he's really not been sort of performing at the levels that we want him to. Parker did knock on the door, said, look, boss, I'm not getting enough playing time. Can you play me more? I've said, look, I'll give you a run of games, but you've got to prove why you deserve to be in the squad. I mean, 3 minutes in, he scored. So maybe he's going to be the solution to all of our goal scoring problems. Who knows? Lovely ball by Björn. It's not Björn. I kept calling him that in the first few episodes. Björny. I feel like it's just going to be called Björn. It looks like their goalkeeper's injured as well. So we should probably look to take full advantage of that and take as many shots on target as possible. I'm going to go for balanced shots from distance just so we can test them a little bit more. Ashby here with the corner in. And the good thing is, if we can... I don't know why Parker's not in the box for the corner routine, but we might have to get that changed. If we can bounce back from the disappointment going out the FA Cup, Parker's absolutely dancing around everyone. Oh, tries the shot. He wants to prove himself today, and I like it. A striker that's got something to prove is a striker that can definitely fit within my first team plans. Well, praise the boys. Very good start to the game. 50% possession. We have tinkered with the formation ever so slightly, the roles and the way that we want to play. I think we were giving a little bit too much possession away in the first few league games, and I think realistically, these tweaks that we've made, it just makes us a little bit more solid. We have the ball a little bit more, but without losing that attacking threat. We're still looking at aiming at the wings, and we're still looking to try and hit them as and when we can on the counter attack, but without actually sitting right back and sort of opening up for the opposition to come more onto us throughout the game. But half an hour played, as we can see, we're dominating the possession. To be fair, Hereford are 19th in the league, so this is a team arguably we should be beating with how we've been playing in the recent games. You know, only lost 1-0 to Stockport in the FA Cup. That shows something, right? It must have some impact on the squad's belief in what they're doing. Looks like we're only going to get that 2 highlights, both from Parker. Hang on, there's a last-minute corner, and you never want to see a highlight from a last-minute corner for Hereford, or any team for that matter. Oh, just goes wide of the post. It looks like Camus had that red, to be fair. Camus in goal. A rock at the back for us. Again, we're going to have to make some changes. Things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. I think, realistically, let's bring Wiggett out to right back. Do we bring Francis on now? I suppose it would solidify the defence more, bringing on one of our better rated centre-backs. But we are risking it with both centre-backs at half fitness, but that's what we're going to have to do. We can't risk it. Rudy is just going to have to play through. Everyone else isn't looking too bad, so I'm going to leave everyone else on as it is. I'm just going to make the one change. We're not lacking depth in the back. You know, we've got a good handful of centre-backs and left-backs and right-backs. That's not good to see. Turner's picked up an injury. But in the same breath, I don't want to have multiple players out injured. We already had a couple of injury problems at the start of the season from pre-season, and I don't want to go back into having those. We get into Bierney. Bierney takes on his man like he always loves to do. Does it twice, beats him twice, up to Parker, but it's an own goal. It bounced off of Parker and hit the defender, so we'll take it. Parker was involved. He's proving his point. He wants to be the main man, and by golly, he most certainly can be with performances like he's doing now. Let's praise the boys again. 60% possession as well, an XG of 1.61, so it's obviously working. Free kick from outside the box. Usually when you see highlights, it means it might challenge the goalkeeper at least. Oh, hits the crossbar. So close. That would have been a highlighted moment if he scored that. We might take Turner off. Let's bring Turner off. Do we bring a Leaky on to just solid it? No, we'll bring on Scott. I don't want to risk a Leaky. If I don't have to, I won't bring a Leaky on in this game. Obviously, he's not the youngish whippersnapper in the squad, so we want to be giving him a bit of a rest as and when we can. Assistant manager's asking us to discourage long shots. I'm just going to ignore him. I'm going to keep it unbalanced. I would have liked to have seen us maybe work it. We already are doing work into the box. Let's keep it as it is. As their goalkeeper was injured, we could go a little bit more attacking, but I think we're just going to keep it unbalanced, hold out for the 2-0 win. A 2-0 win at home against Hereford, still a good result. Like I said, they are lower than us in the league, but in reality, it's still 3 points gained rather than points dropped. We will hold off before we say anything here. Ashby picks up the loose ball, which is lovely to see. Francis into Ashby. Ruddy, luckily he's not picked up anything. He is knackered though. Lawson's knackered as well, and this just proves what Lawson does, right? He's not really set the world on fire since he's come in on loan. We are in talks with bringing in another striker in the loan position, but maybe we might cancel that if Parker's going to carry on the way that he's carrying on. He's actually been credited that goal now, so he has actually got 2 goals to his name, even though it did come up as an own goal, so maybe they reviewed it and credited it to him instead. We are just going to praise them, get that last little bit of praise into the boys, bring that confidence up even higher. And that's not what you want to see. That's really not what you want to see. The first choice star centre-back is injured. And it's obviously a bad one for them to have to end the game. And I don't have any other defenders on the bench. We're going to have to put... Can Scott play there? Scott can play there, and he is a more natural defensive midfielder than Humphrey Others. So let's do that. That's not good. We need to keep everything across, boys and girls, and that is not a bad injury. It was the risk playing both of the centre-back. Well, actually, Johnson was fully fit before the game started. It was Francis that wasn't, but it's a risk that we have to take. Very happy with the result and the way that you played, and let's see what the extent of that injury is going to be. Oh, it's not looking good. A return date to be confirmed. Leaving him to the physios, it means he's going to be out for 7 to 8 weeks. And with how the games come thick and fast in the National League, that's probably going to be about 10 league games that he's going to miss now, which isn't good. We are going to talk to him. We're just going to say, don't worry about your injury. Make sure you focus on your recovery and try and get back to us as soon as possible. Stephen Turner did pick up a little bit of a knock, but it was only 1 to 2 days, so not too bad for him, to be fair. But that's everything that you're going to see in today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please leave a comment below where you think we might finish in the league. Please hit that like button as well. It helps more than you know. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to follow along with the journey here at Oxford City. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye.